Hey everyone, it's Anastasia again. Welcome back to my car for another car vlog. It's about 12:12 and I am on my way. Oops. Hopefully it'll stay here. I'm on my way to go get lunch. I'm not even hungry. It's just that everyone in my office goes to lunch at, let's see if I can move this up. Everyone in my office goes to lunch at 12 o'clock. It's like literally like our office and then the office that, that we work, it's two offices, two complete buildings shut down between 12 and 1 o'clock. So even if you want to get something done, it's not going to happen because everybody has up and gone to lunch. So I am not usually hungry at 12 o'clock because I eat breakfast usually in my car on the way to work or at my desk when I get to work. So around 9 o'clock, I'm not hungry 3 hours later. But if I stay in the office through 12 o'clock, let's say, and then take my lunch at 1 or 1:30 or 2 o'clock when I'm hungry, if I stay in the office, then I have to sit there and smell everyone heat up or, heat up their lunches in the kitchen or, the food that they've gone out to buy, like all those food smells together. And, as a vegetarian, it's very difficult to sit in a room totally enveloped by like meat smells. And the closest and most favorited place to my office right now, unfortunately, is like this Jamaican place that makes like these like beef and goat curries, and so they're like spicy and smelly. They're like slow cooked, stewed meats. And oh my God, it's just, I think it's too much for me to handle. I can't. Like, my stomach is still digesting breakfast, and then with all of these smells, it just starts churning. It's not good. It's not cute. So I feel like regardless of whether I am hungry or I'm actually going to pick up lunch or whatever, I feel like I need to escape from the office from 12 to 1. So that's what I'm doing right now. So I guess the subject today is corporate food etiquette. So if you've ever worked in an office, there's always that person who like takes it to another level. There's always that person who thinks that the, shrimp and asparagus and broccoli that they had for dinner last night would be the perfect reheated lunch the next day. And it ain't. And it stinks up the whole office and everyone's affected. And for, they may have it in the microwave for 2 minutes on high, but literally everyone can smell that disgusting smell for the next 2 to 3 hours. So there's that. And in my office, there is a particular person who, we get it. It's like there's a kitchen and a microwave and a toaster oven and a coffee pot in every office kitchen for a reason. It's like, people, they want to encourage you to, bring your own food, from home because it's, thought like, oh, it'll be healthier for people, and also to keep them in the office, so you're more likely to do more work if you are, if you stay and you eat your lunch in the office, then you're not going out and having 2-hour martini lunches and wasting the company's time. So, there's a reason why there's a microwave and a toaster oven. For usually reheating or for quick meals, like you bring in a frozen meal and you heat it in the microwave, or you bring in your leftovers that aren't terribly stinky and offensive, and you reheat them. Well, the person in my office who takes it to an extreme literally cooks his meal every day in the toaster oven. Like, I try to avoid our kitchen in this particular office as much as possible because it's just not nice. This is the first time that I haven't worked in a nice high-rise corporate multi-million-dollar building, and I'm spoiled. I'm a spoiled brat when it comes to my environment. And so this kitchen over here is it's old, it's weary. I wouldn't want to have a kitchen like that in my house. I don't want it in my office. I try to avoid it as much as possible. So this guy comes in, I've walked in there, and I see him with a cutting board and a real kitchen knife cutting slices of zucchini. So I see that, and I take note of it, and I'm like, oh, okay, and I walk out. A couple of minutes later, I start to smell real cooking smells, like smells that would come from your kid, your mom's kitchen or something. So I just walk past to see what's going on. So he has laid aluminum foil on a tray in the toaster oven, and he is full on cooking slices of zucchini. He's seasoning them. They're in the toaster oven. While those are cooking, I see on the same chopping board that he's brought with him with the knife, he is seasoning and slicing raw chicken breast, which he then opens the toaster oven, puts the raw chicken breast on top of the zucchini slices, sets the timer again, and walks away. So he is full on cooking a meal, not reheating, cooking a meal. And this is an office kitchen. It doesn't have a vent over, you have the air vent over your stove that gets rid of food smells. No, those food smells just fill up the kitchen, and then once they filled up the kitchen, they will fill up the rest of the office. And he's set that timer. I mean, he's cooking raw chicken, so that chicken is going to cook in there for what? At least 15 minutes, 20, 25 minutes. Altogether just ridiculous. Thank goodness someone has spoken to him, and and they really had to do it in the level of don't mean to offend you or anything, but number one, it's the cooking smells that bother other people, and number two, it's potentially a fire hazard for you to be full on cooking for such extended periods of time in a toaster oven in an office kitchen. It's when you're in college and you have that the hot plate in your dorm room. It's come on, even though a fire isn't likely, it can happen. So you need to avoid full-on cooking on that hot plate. You need to avoid full-on cooking in the toaster oven, and at least be considerate of other people. And it's just, I don't know. So let me know, what do you think about that? Do you have some crazy person in your office who takes it to takes lunchtime to a whole nother level? Let me know. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.